Alright guys, so I am back with some more Dead by Daylight gameplay. This time I managed to, last time we played I had my hands on the pig. This time I managed to get both the Leatherface, or the cannibal, and Freddie, aka the Nightmare. Which is what I'm going to be focusing on this time, since we saw I played pretty much nothing but the pig last time. The pig is awesome, but I want to get my hands on these new killers so that they can get their hands on some scrawny little survivors and hopefully just absolutely obliterate them. I'm hoping for a flawless. The cannibal is pretty simple. Basically, he can activate a sprint, which lasts 3 seconds. It's a AoE cone in front of him. He has full control over his movement, unlike the hillbilly, who is just a straight sprint and he gets one swipe. I guess apparently you can hit more than one person, whereas the hillbilly, as soon as he hits a particular survivor, that's it. It's a single target hit. Running into an object. Now this is the one that I'm not sure about. I'm not familiar with this. Running into an object will force the Leatherface into a tantrum. This attack damages anyone around him. Now I don't know if that's like a spherical AoE around him, or if it's just the same cone in front of him, or what that does exactly. I mean, to me it sounds like it's just a circular AoE around him. But we'll see. I'm not going to intentionally try to trigger it, but as we know, stuff happens. I'll probably end up running into something, and hopefully someone's close enough to me so that I can see his tantrum. Okay, automatically triggers the dying state on a successful hit. So if he hits you during his sprint, you're down. That's it. There's no 2 hits. It's 1 hit and you're done. Very similar to Mike Myers in his 3rd state of stalk. Or, wait, is that Evil Within, on the 3rd state of Evil Within. So we'll see about that. Freddie, nobody, if you're awake, basically, if you're awake, you can't see him. Freddie can sneak up on you and start dragging you into the dream world. After he uses his power on you, after 7 seconds, you are pulled into the dream world, where you can see him. While you're being pulled in, you can see him intermittently. Once you're in the dream world, you can see him consistently. Any of your actions, healing, repairing generators, anything really, is cut in half. So you're only operating at 50% speed. And in order to wake up, you either have to find a player who's also awake. So if you and another player are both in the dream world, you can't wake each other up. So you have to find a player who's awake, and they can try to snap you out of it. And some failed actions, like I know if you're repairing a generator and you fail the check, the popping noise wakes you up, which makes sense. If you're trying to heal yourself, or if another player is healing you and they fail the check or you fail the check, then it wakes up whoever is being healed, because it kind of looks like they're trying to heal you and they slap you or whatever, and that wakes you up. And also, if Freddie manages to put you on the hook, naturally being impaled on something would wake anyone up, regardless of how deep a sleep you're into. So that wakes you up as well. I think I'm just going to start from the top and work my way down. So I think I'm going to start here with the cannibal, and we'll play 1 or 2 games there, and then we'll switch over to the Nightmare. Or I may just do 1 cannibal, 1 Freddie, 1 cannibal, 1 Freddie. We'll just kind of see how things go. Give me just 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get Twitch chat set up, so just bear with me for like 30 seconds, a minute, while I get all this set up properly. Alright guys, I tried to get this done beforehand, and it just is going into a perpetual connecting type of load. So let me see if I can get this working properly now. Alright, so I do have the chat working now, so we're all good to go. Now this is going to be a bare bone run because obviously I just got him. I don't have any add-ons, offerings, or perks for him. Blood Web obviously is open, but I don't have enough blood points to get anything, nor enough to buy anything from the shrine, which wouldn't help me much anyway. There's nothing else I can get for his torso or his weapon, but there are a series of heads that I can unlock. Survivor face, smart face, Leatherface, athlete face. So I don't have them unlocked. I have a feeling, I think that's the head case DLC that allows you to get all the other heads for him. I may invest in that later on, but right now it's just cosmetic, so I'm not terribly worried about it. But let's go ahead and dive in. Yeah, I definitely have a connection, otherwise I wouldn't be online. What is happening? I'm streaming, so I know I have a connection. Oh, I hope the DBD servers didn't go down. Alright, so it let me in. Let's see, create a lobby. Hopefully this works, guys. I'm gonna be terribly upset if my stream is cut short due to this. I mean, we'll just have to switch over to a different game, but let's see what happens. Okay, there we go. That's promising. All right, let's just wait on the survivors, and we'll be all set. Nice. So I think that said that it gets 100% or 100% bonus blood points to all players, not just survivors. So that could be pretty beneficial, especially starting out with a new one. That'd be very nice, especially if I can get at least two of them taken out. I mean, we'll see what happens, but because I am entirely new to him. I mean, he sounds very simple, but then again, some of the more wily survivors tend to do things to kind of crap on you. You know, like you get two or three of them blocking you, or you know. I mean, there's filthy things that I can do too, like face camping. I refuse to do it. I don't like face camping. Patrolling is one thing. Kind of making a setting up a perimeter around a survivor is one thing, but um, actually standing in front of their face and like staring them down as the entity tries to take them, that to me is just filthy, and I refuse to do it. All right. Uh, let's see what we have here. Hopefully I don't noob this up too bad. Even though he is really simple, I'm not sure how this is gonna go. There he is. Autohaven Wreckers. Alright. Ooh, he's got some move speed on him. He moves at a pretty decent pace. Alright. Looks like they're... Okay. Oh, that's what the tantrum is. He just swings his chainsaw in a great big circle. Okay, so it looks like she ran. Oh, yeah, there she is. Oh, he is. Hello, friend. Oh, there you go. There you are. I see you. Okay, so there is a little bit of a downtime afterwards. Oh, just barely. Just barely. Yeah, there we go. How convenient. You can have that. That's just me. Okay, and I know her little friend is somewhere around here. I don't know. I remember I saw the generators going off over here. So let's go see what is over here. Oh, I see you. I see you all the way over there. Really? Are you guys seriously just going in loops? I think they are. so many explosions. Oh, I know what that was. Hello, Claudette. You can come with me. And another one over here. Where are you at, friend? Okay. I know there's somewhere around here because you already got the other dude off the hook. There you are. There we go, I gotcha. Nice. Alright, now stand to hurt. Okay, that one's still damaged, which means they haven't been over there. Here you are. Alright. Where are you going? Are you panicking or are you just trying to zigzag? Alright. Doesn't really matter to me. Either way, I gotcha. There we go, I got you on the second one. Okay, nothing over there. See, I'm pretty certain she's going to be coming. I'm just going to continue checking out the generators. Because I don't want to be cheesy and just camp her face. That would be pretty stupid. And I'll definitely get my damage in this time. The entity has been summoned. Oh, hello, Claudette. Where have you gone now? Yeah, they got her off the hook. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's the end. Yep. Alright, so we got 2 more survivors to go, and we've got 2 more eliminations to go. Yeah, I think so. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, that was definitely you. Oh, there you are. Nice. This is actually shaping up to be a pretty decent game. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that. Maybe, maybe not. There we go, we made it. Ooh, that's getting the third too. Alright, now the hatch is going to be opened. Super vigilant. Let's just see if I can find so keep your eye open for both. Ooh. Alright. You little sneaky girl. Running out of pallets. And I think that's going to be it. Oh, that sucks. There you are, I see you way over there. Where are you? You weapon this guy. He is running around looking for the hatch, I imagine. I haven't seen it so far, or not that I've noticed. She is probably going to find it before I do. Basically what I'm doing right now is running around looking for her and the hatch simultaneously. Because if I find the hatch, I can prevent her from getting into it, because she's either got to repair or she's got to come to the hatch. Is that true? No. Because I have actually seen it, the hatch spawn on top of those hills. It was like, whenever I started first playing the game, it was one of the last places I ever thought it would spawn. And it ended up being there. During one critical game, I actually ran up there to try to escape, like drop down off the ledge and run in a weird, awkward direction for the killer. And there was the hatch. So that's, I guarantee you, that's exactly what she's doing. She's just walking around everywhere right now. The hatch. So I don't know if she is going to come. And there's really nothing I can do to signal her. Like, as a survivor, you can kind of like get in and out of the cabinet over and over really quickly, and it'll boom, 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 boom. You can see it as the killer, like you know the killer sees it. As the killer, they know where I am because of my heartbeat, so the chances are me standing right here is actually causing her to avoid this area. Every time she gets within range, she's going to avoid it. So we're almost at, I don't want to say a stalemate, but kind of, because either she's not going to come over here because she's within my terror radius and she's going to hear my heartbeat, so she's going to turn around and look for the trapdoor elsewhere, or she's going to assume that she missed it. However, if she notices that I'm camping right on top of it and she does see the trap, then she can come over here and try to get me to swing at her. If I swing at her, I can't grab her, Because as soon as she goes to try to jump down that trapdoor, I can grab her. All I gotta do is try to swing at her as she's jumping, and I can grab her. If I swing at her and hit her, or I don't know, even if I whiff it, she may still be able to escape. Where are you at, girl? Because she could be repairing generators right now. I know I've got one generator here. So if she gets two of the other ones, if she gets, let's say that one, or those two way off in the distance, if she gets those two way off in the distance, there's an exit right there. And I would assume, I think there's an exit either there or on that side. There's not one on this wall. So there's an exit there, so there's either an exit there or an exit over there. So if she hits those two generators, then she could get out. But my guess is, oh, there you are. GG. I think that should be anyway. Oh no, she could still make it. I'm dragging her right next to where the trap door is too. Oh, there we go. That was probably stupid on my part, because if she would have managed to wiggle out at the last moment, then she would have been literally standing right on top of the trapdoor. That would have been pretty bad. And with 43k, that's definitely that sacrifice at the beginning definitely benefited me. So since that was his game, let's go ahead and spend some points upgrading him. The chainsaw charge doesn't really do much. I mean, his move speed is nice. I don't know why, it just seems like he's got better move speed than a lot of the other killers. He's very good at chasing. But the chainsaw charge just doesn't really seem to do much. Like, even if you're chasing them, it doesn't seem like you're able to catch up to them. I don't know, maybe, once again, that was just my impression from the first game. So we'll see. What do we have here? Oh yeah, gear stuff. I can take that. Level 2. Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna grab everything, because this, at this low level, the blood red isn't really big enough to have to, or be forced to make choices, rather. So, level 4, let's see, you got 4400. Chainsaw file, sure, why not? Alright, so we'll go ahead and get him all set up. Let's see, was it slightly increases chainsaw movement speed, slightly increases charge time. Okay, so takes longer to activate it, but he moves faster. Moderately decreases the chainsaw's cooldown. Chainsaw's cooldown really isn't that bad to begin with. decreases the chainsaw's charge time. Yeah, decreases chainsaw's charge time. Okay. So the chainsaw charge time should remain the same because these two will cancel each other out, and then the chainsaw's movement speed will be increased. So, got that, 25% blood points, and he seems to be really good at sacrificing. I mean, that is the overall goal, so as long as I'm winning at the game, this will help benefit even more. So now that we've done him, I'm going to take a quick 60-second break, and then we are going to dive into Freddie. Good old Freddie. Alright, Sir Fredrickson Krueger. Alright guys, going silent for roughly 60 seconds and I'll be right back. Alright guys, took a quick break. I just don't, I take breaks here and there just to vape a little bit. If I vape with my headset turned on or unmuted, it's really, really obnoxious. So rather than vaping throughout my stream, I just kind of take breaks here and there. So let's go ahead and dive in once again. I kind of feel like if you play as a killer, that killer has earned that specific set of blood points. So, like with Leatherface, even though he wasn't my favorite so far, that's just first game impressions. I could have saved those blood points and used them on Freddie, but I kind of felt Leatherface earned them, and I'm not going to judge him based on one game. Even though it was a flawless game, it was more so just because the survivors, I don't want to say they weren't that great. That last survivor especially was really good at evasion, but I felt like he earned it. So I spent it on him. So now I'm going to play Freddie, and hopefully we'll be able to do something with him. So let's jump in, dive on in. Alright. Hopefully we can get another flawless game. There's not any decent sacrifices. As a matter of fact, I hate the one that thickens the dark mist because it makes it, as a killer to me, it just makes it really difficult to see the survivors. If there's decent tall grass, then it's just too easy to hide. I mean, I know it makes it more difficult for them to see me as well, but still. I guess as Freddy, it doesn't really matter. Because if they get outside of my terror radius, I can see their silhouette anyway. Okay, first game is Freddy. Let's see. Okay, L2, Pulling Dream. See where you guys at. See, the dream world already kind of makes it difficult to see. That was relatively quick and painless. Or, for me, rather. He's gonna get free. Oh well, I'll let him go. He's in the dream state. Right. So far, I really like Freddie. I mean, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool being able to play as him. Oh, that's fine. You can bleed out. Oh, they are actually doing some pretty decent work. So there's these 3 generators. Alright, doing fairly shabby right now, but still really fun. well. I still enjoyed it. Oh. I mean, I still got 9 grand. I really feel like the killer has the upper hand when it comes to blood points. Even if I have a really shitty game as a killer, the majority of the time I end up with more blood points as the killer for some reason. Alright, so now let's spend the points that Freddie has earned. Alright, I feel like I need some. Alright, so we have a perk and 2 add-ons now. That's really the best that I can do with that. So let's go ahead and throw the hunt. Was that gain 6% more blood points for actions in the hunter category. Survivor's cleansing speed is reduced by 4% for each token. Gain a notification when someone starts looking at heads. Okay. That'll work. Alright, and also no offerings at this point. Okay. So now I'm thinking, I mean, I had a really good game as the cannibal, but I feel like that was kind of a fluke. I feel like if I was facing the type of survivors would have gone a very different way. It almost seemed like the survivors in this game were out for themselves, whereas these survivors were actually helping each other out, like trying to block and stuff. So I'm going to try again with Freddie, and we'll see what happens, and then I'll probably end up bouncing back to the cannibal. See, I highly suspect because the last 4, or the last game, everybody kind of dropped in at once. So I really am suspecting at this point that they were either all 4 of them on a team, or there were two teams of 2. Or I mean, I could just be wrong. They could have just all got matched at the same time. However, with this, it looks like one came in and then the other, and now obviously we're waiting for 2 other survivors. So I don't think this game they will be as coordinated. I mean, it's kind of evil to wish so, but I mean, what is Freddie? But I'm kind of hoping that they aren't as coordinated. Yeah, see, this guy's obviously on his own, otherwise he would have dropped already. Okay, well, I guess we're going to start the lobby from scratch. Okay, both of them came in at roughly the same time, so they may be part of the team. I mean, I'm not saying this is a definitive way to figure out how coordinated your players are going to be, because you could run into two or three players that just happen to be really good. They know how to read each other, and they're good at the game. However, the majority of the time when you get 4 random players that are solo queue, it's not going to end up with them being super coordinated and necessarily working together. Like, if I hang someone, they're not gonna say, okay, well, that's my buddy, let me go save him. A lot of people, especially people who I'm not gonna say are super new to the game, but a lot of people who still get that jump scare feeling, um, kind of like to assume that if you're hung, you're being camped. In games with me, that's not the case. Just because your buddy's on the hook doesn't mean you're in the clear. I will come and find you. You know, I like to have fun like that. I like to roam around. I'm not just okay, I got one player, put him on the hook and stay there, because that's how you get massive escapes. Because if you are to get one person, put them on the hook and sit there and stare them in the face until they're gone and they don't struggle at all, and you don't have any type of perks that help increase the rate that their health deteriorates, then you're gonna end up with 3 or 4 generators done by the time you get that one player, and then you'll be lucky if you get a second. Whereas if you hang one and then run around and try to get someone else, you can kind of keep them from doing the generators. I mean, it doesn't always work like that. Like I said, when you get survivors who are really good, it doesn't always work out like that. But I find that I have better luck that way. Oh, really? Oh, this is not working out. This is what I'm talking about. I always get 3. I always get 2 or 3 survivors, and then that's it. Alright, I'm just gonna see what happens. Hopefully a couple more people drop in here. See what I'm talking about? I get 3. That's as far as it'll go. Oh, this is sad. I do want to know, I'm seeing this, how it's almost like part of the entity right there, the entity portal above his head. What that is, does that have to do with my birth? A hex with the false hope of survivors. For each stolen hex stone remaining on the map, gain a token. Okay. Alright. But still. Oh, it's just the ready up mark. Alright. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. I can't believe I've been playing this game for this amount of time and never really noticed that. Oh, this is getting old though. This is what I'm talking about. I get 3 players. 3 players readied up. I'm readied up. And no, it's not going to give me a 4th. And pretty soon one of these 3 are going to get bored. And they're going to leave hoping to get a better queue. Or a better lobby, rather, not a better queue. But, okay, there we go. Nice. Come on. Alright, it does look like our game will finally get underway. Two more chests, increases the luck of all survivors. Alright. Alright, here we go. Game number 2 is Freddie. Oh, and I'm at the preschool. Nice. How appropriate. I'm not very well, I'm not super familiar with this map, but there always seems to be someone spawning here, though. Run! Are you being serious right now, kid? Wait. Did she? Okay, so she did keep running. The scratch marks kind of ended there, so I was at a little bit of a loss. Nice. So there's one. Ooh, okay. Caught on fence. Okay. Over this way. Okay, not close enough apparently. may be able to get a couple. Wait, where are my hooks? Wait, are you being serious? Oh, she disconnected. Oh, you mad, bro? Come on, tell me where you mad, bro. Oh. Hello. What are you doing? You're so crazy. Alright, they need one more generator. Let's see. Where'd you go? Okay, now I know they're gonna come for her. Alright, I'm gonna go see what I can figure out about the exit gate stuff. I'm not gonna be cheesing. Okay, they have to be going for that one. Yep. They left and went and got her. Run. Oh well. I can see how Freddie can be somewhat difficult to play, but at the same time, he's just really fun. Like them not being able to see you and being able to sneak up behind them, and like you can basically just sit right next to them, and until you pull them into the dream world, they have no idea. And it's really fun being able to have that ninja type of deal. Prototype clause increases the power, slightly reduces the dream transition. Time to fall asleep reduced by half a second. Yeah, that'll work. Offering. Okay, now I do have an offering, so I can run at least a moderately, well, not even moderately, but a full setup as far as my current blood level goes. Alright. So, not a whole lot of luck with Freddie. Alright. So we're gonna switch back to the cannibal. I'm gonna take a quick 60-second intermission or so, just a minute or two, and then we will jump right in to playing with the cannibal again. Hopefully another flawless game. Alright. Game number 2 is the Leatherface. This time I think I'm going to try to use his chainsaw a little bit more. Last game it almost seemed like it kind of slowed me down and almost prevented me from getting a hit in. So we're going to see what happens. I think I mean, you can't really sneak up on anybody because your terror radius allows them to hear their own heartbeat or your heartbeat or whatever. So, I don't know. Let's see. Okay. So moving at full speed, that's starting charge. Okay. So with that add-on, it does. So it's kind of just which add-ons work best for you. Okay, so there's nothing there. See, this is one thing I don't like about the McMillan estate. It is fucking huge. Like, ridiculously huge. Oh, you've made a horrible mistake, haven't you? Okay, let's go see, because I have to be somewhere over here. No. It's Klein on this side, so either there or over there. So let's try this area first. Nope. Okay, so obviously they got him off. Okay, what the? Okay, I think he popped the generator and then maybe hopped into something nearby. That, or there's more than one of them working on it and they both popped it. Oh, there you are. Okay, that sucked. His little tantrum sucked. Alright. Alright, so he is lingering right around this area. Okay, see what I'm talking about? The chainsaw just becomes useless, and now, right now I'm slowed down. I can't really do much in the first, but it isn't really worth it, so. I'm just better off using my hammer. Alright. Yeah, I have no idea where she went. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh, there we go. Alright. So now the entity is being summoned on him. And I see you over there. trying to ruin me over here, but it is what it is. Alright, let's see. There's a hook right there, I think. Okay. So there's that. Oh shit. There's the hatch right there. Okay. Sorry about that. Remote died. Got it switched out really quick. So yeah, they got him down. But the friggin' hatch is right there. Oh, did you disconnect? No, you didn't. Oh, I see your scratch marks. Alright, in this case, there is not really a whole lot that I can do other than chill here. Because there's only one more left. She doesn't have the entity on her, so he can still come and grab her off. Okay. Oh, there he is. Okay, here we go. Three for 4. There we go. Done. Alright, that works. Very, very nice. Alright, let's go ahead and see blood points. Let's see stuff onion. I don't know what it is. He's really not that great. I don't know if it's the survivors that I get, or if it's just the amount of pressure that I'm able to put on them because of him being so mobile. But it's every game that I've had with him so far has worked out. Like Freddie, characters like, I mean, the nurse has played a lot, so and her blink is useful. It's just either do or die. You know, it's either you make it or you don't. So with him, he's very not gimmicky. Like the what is it? The hillbilly, him, the trapper. They're not really that gimmicky. Whereas, let's see, Freddie. The pig, kind of, because of the traps, because they can get out of the traps. Like you put a trap on them and you think, okay, well, everything's good, and it's not. The shape. The shape is very gimmicky. You know, you have to stop and slow down in order to make yourself more powerful. The doctor, he's gimmicky, but he's also useful, because as he causes them to go mad, it also allows you to find them quicker, so you don't lose them. Whereas with, like, the shape, if you're stalking them and you lose them, that's it. I mean, the Wraith is also useful too. But with him, he's very not gimmicky. He's very simple. Find him, chainsaw him, or smash him with a hammer. And I think, and his move speed just makes him super useful. I don't know if it's just my perception or what it is, but he seems to have very, very high move speed. So, I mean, I'm gonna flip what I said about the first game and say, so far I do like him. I like him. He's not that fun to play, but he's very good at, I guess, killing survivors, which is the ultimate point of the game. Characters like the pig, Freddie, the doctor, I really enjoy playing. From what I understand, the hag is useless. I mean, she's good at scaring survivors, but if you're out of range, out of that 32-meter range, whenever they trigger the trap, she can't teleport. So it's basically, oh shit, there's the hag. Wait, no, just kidding. You know, it makes it fun for the survivors because it gives them that intense rush. But at the same time, it doesn't do you very much good if you're out of that 32 range, because then you can't do anything. You can't teleport. Oh, hey, guess what? Here's where they are, but by the time you get there, they're not there, and it's just I don't know. From what I understand, is the hag is pretty useless, and I've seen her be pretty useless as well. The hillbilly, the cannibal, and the doctor are still my top three. The Wraith, the Trapper, and the Pig would follow close in suit. I hate to say it, I was really, like, I'm a huge Nightmare on Elm Street fan. I was really looking forward to playing Freddie, and I do enjoy playing him. He's fun to play, but as far as maximizing the amount of blood points you're going to get and having an awesome game, I just haven't had it yet. So I'll probably do another stream, or I don't know, I may play him off stream just for fun. And I mean, I have fun while I'm streaming, but I may play him off stream just to get a little bit more experience with him. This way, when I do stream, it's more fun, more exciting for both me and you. But in the meantime, I think as far as killers go, I'm going to stick with the cannibal, the doctor, the hillbilly, maybe the trapper. The hunter still isn't that bad. Pardon me. Because I played quite a bit of Call of Duty and first-person shooters. I've streamed Destiny for you guys. I've streamed World War II for you guys. And I played first-person for a long time. Throwing the hatchets isn't really that difficult for me, so she's useful to me. But she's not the most dangerous killer in my opinion. Either all of them have the same basic attack. If you're up close, you can smack them. Aside from that, they have their special abilities. Hers is simply throwing a hatchet. So if you've played FPS, then you're good at that. I mean, she would probably be my fourth or my fifth. So, the cannibal, the hillbilly, the doctor, the trapper, the huntress. Those would probably be my top five, and below that would be, of course, the pig, the wraith, then the shape, and then Freddie, and then probably the nurse. The nurse is my least favorite. She takes an incredible amount of skill. On PC, I can see it being one thing. On PlayStation, for some reason, it just... with the mouse, it's easier to aim. Like, taking skill shots with the mouse is one thing. Taking skill shots with a joystick is different. At least to me. You know, I'm sure there's people out there who are amazing with the nurse on PS4 and just absolutely destroy every time they get behind the sticks. But I can't do it. I'm just, every time I go to hit with the nurse, I whiff. I don't know why. I mean, I've played her once, and it wasn't the worst thing ever. She doesn't have any base move speed, and in order to catch anybody, you have to use blink, and if you use blink and you fuck it up, then she's exhausted, and not only is she exhausted, but she stares down at her feet. And by the time you look up, they're gone, or they're ducking, or whatever. And I have had nothing but fail experiences with her. Not, like I said, once again, she's supposedly she's super pro. A lot of people who are like rank 1, rank 2, rank 3, like top 5, play her and don't have any issues with her. But I just fail at her. I don't know. It's one of those get good type of situations. I'm sure if I sat down and just grinded it out and played her for a month straight or a week straight or whatever, then I would be pretty decent. But in the meantime, it is what it is. So, with that being said, tomorrow I expect to come back with some more gameplay. I may switch it up tomorrow. I'm glad I got to play them, but I kind of want to get back to Destiny and Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation became a frustrating one for me. And I looked it up online. I'm not the only one that's had these issues. Apparently it doesn't matter whether you're crouching or walking. A lot of people play the hardest difficulty, literally running or walking through the game. It's the hiding places that ultimately matter. I have had shit luck when it comes to playing Alien Isolation. I really want to experience this game, and the setting, the atmosphere of the game is spot on. It feels like you're playing a movie in the series, and as a big fan of Aliens, I absolutely love it. I love the setting, I love the atmosphere, I love everything about it, but it got frustrating just dying and dying and dying and dying and dying and dying and dying. And you got to kind of expect that to a certain point, but when I'm playing on a normal setting, and I'm crouched, not making any noise, not doing anything to attract attention or anything to my knowledge, and all of a sudden enemies within a fucking 50-foot radius come straight at me, then I mean, I don't know. It's almost like they have their own radar where they can detect where I'm at, and it goes from being suspenseful, did they see me, did they not see me type of deal, to, oh, well, I heard them say something to the effect of, you've got to get better, I hear you hiding. Then it kills it for me. It kills the experience. It's not suspenseful anymore. It becomes tedious and mundane, and it's just, why don't I just run to a certain spot, hide, hope they go away, and then run to the next spot? And that's not how I feel the game should be. I should be able to creep along and navigate. I in my head I imagine Metal Gear type of style. I mean, obviously not like light bending bodysuit type of deal, you know, but like being able to crouch and remain hidden and kind of go around one corner as they're going around another and make your way around to where they were initially and get past to where they were, or throw something and make a sound. But I've seen a lot of people, because I got really frustrated during the last time I streamed it, and I looked it up just to see if anyone else had become as frustrated as I was, and there's a lot of people who were raging who said that they just had the worst luck ever, and they weren't sure if it was just them or if they were doing something wrong. There's one person who said that they were able to make noise or make EMPs after they got past the where they average Joes or everyday Joes, the androids, the murderous homicidal androids. They said they were able to make the EMPs after they got past that area. So, congratulations, you made it past the androids. Here's an EMP that you'll not be able to use on the xenomorph, which is what you're going to be facing more than likely the rest of the game. And I thought that was pretty shitty. And there were other people that said that they would throw, for example, peek around a corner, throw a noisemaker down the hallway, and then just stay behind the corner. And the xenomorph would go towards the noisemaker for 2 seconds, and while the noisemaker is still going off, would turn around and come straight to where they were, like the alien knew where they were. Now, I don't know if this is an instance, because the AI supposedly learns. I don't know if this is an instance of this person just using that tactic over and over, or what, but I know that my main tactic has just been crouching, which should just be a standard throughout the game. I mean, no one's gonna, it wouldn't make sense that someone would become wise to you crouching and be able to hear you walking around while you're crouching. That would kind of be stupid. But hiding, I mean, yeah, I could see how they would start checking lockers more frequently. So maybe when I go back, I won't be hiding in lockers as frequently. I mean, I'm not really sure where I can go with the save that I have. I definitely am going to give it another shot. I just don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. So more than likely I'm going to pick up with Destiny 2 tomorrow is what I'm thinking. I also downloaded a few free-to-play games that are out right now. There's also the February free PlayStation Plus games coming out. Whenever those drop, I mean, they may have dropped today. I haven't checked the PlayStation Store today, but I intend to play some of those. But we'll see. I have a lot of different games that I really want to play. One of which is Deadpool. I already have Deadpool. I absolutely love Deadpool. I love the movie. I love the character. I love the character before I love the movie. The comics are amazing. The movie is amazing. Ryan Reynolds is the absolute shit. Hugh Jackman needs to get in on that Deadpool Deadpool scene, and they need to make a Wolverine Deadpool type of thing, at least a cameo or some type of funny scene. There's I don't know. Hugh Jackman and Deadpool, Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds together in a Deadpool Wolverine deal would be absolutely amazing, because both of them, I mean, Hugh Jackman is Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, and I have difficulty seeing anybody else playing them. I love them both, and to see them both together would be awesome. With that being said, it's been an amazing night, guys. I'm glad I got to play both of these characters. They're both awesome in their own rights. Freddie is fun to play. Leatherface gets work done. So I will be on tomorrow. Game is undecided as of right now, but I will let you guys know at some point tomorrow what I intend to play. Have a good night.